Coming up on Cabarrus This Week, Cabarrus County and the NCDOT are taking spring cleaning to the streets. Plus, explore the recent economic development in our community and learn what makes Cabarrus County so attractive. And lace them up, because the 2022 Senior Games are officially underway. That's all right now on Cabarrus This Week. Hello, and welcome to another information-packed episode of Cabarrus This Week. It's the show that introduces you to the people, places, and programs that make America thrive here. I'm Scott Grossman, and today we're coming to you from Church Street in Concord. It's a bustling thoroughfare that leads into the heart of downtown Concord. This traffic-heavy business corridor falls victim to cigarette butts, drive-through wrappers, and other trash. There's a way that you can help beautify parts of CabCo. The 2022 Spring Litter Sweep is set for April 16th through the 30th. This NC Department of Transportation initiative spotlights collection of roadside litter. Residents statewide participate in efforts to help clear North Carolina's roadways, and we need your help here. NCDOT maintenance crews also devote a week of their time to pick up litter and collect orange bags placed by the roadsides by volunteer crews. NCDOT Representative Jen Thompson shares what the initiative means for the beautification of our county.
Our biannual litter sweep is coming up the last 2 weeks of April, the 16th through the 30th, that we partner with communities and groups across the state to make our road signs look better. This is a chance for folks to kind of take their own ownership, if you will, of a road if they want to adopt it or sponsor it, and take some time to pick up along the side of the road. It's kind of a way to not just beautify a roadside, but you take some pride in the appearance of your neighborhood and your community. Maybe a road that runs by your house or runs by where you congregate and worship, or maybe by a school, or something that has an importance to you. And just gathering some folks together and take a couple hours on a Saturday morning and collect the trash. And you don't have to take it anywhere. You can just leave the bags there. You contact the county maintenance office, let them know, hey, we're done, they're at such and such location, and then our maintenance guys go and pick it up. It's remarkable, and it's also kind of saddening how much litter we do collect. We made a record last year of 13 million pounds of trash across the state, and we don't want to see that record broken this year.
Thanks to all the local volunteers who take time to clear our local streets and highways. If you're ready to become a litter sweep volunteer, contact the local NCDOT office at 704-983-4360. It takes strong collaboration to help Cabarrus grow and thrive. Cabarrus Economic Development has been at the center of some major announcements in recent months. Did you know the organization has helped land more than $2.3 billion in new tax investment and almost 4,000 new jobs over the last 5 years? State and local officials gathered recently to discuss those investments and detail why they're so important for our community. During the event called Open for Business, a community conversation, state and local leaders responded to community questions about how grants work, why Cabarrus is attractive to companies, and what the county is doing to prepare for major companies like Red Bull and Eli Lilly. Here's some highlights from the event held at the City of Kannapolis Laureate Center.
Hopefully you all are familiar with the Eli Lilly announcement that we made earlier this year. They're going to be coming to the grounds at Concord, which is the former Philip Morris campus, bringing over $1 billion in investment. If you've driven down that stretch of Highway 29 recently, you've probably seen a lot of activity. We're excited to see those guys get up and running. They have committed to a minimum of $920 million in personal property and real property. And so that's the tax base. That's the investment that they're making to the community. When you break that down into taxes that they will pay on their building and on the machinery and equipment, that's $9.2 million at full build out in tax revenue going to the county and to the city of Concord. By point of comparison, the average home value in Cabarrus County right now is $219,000 a year. That translates to just over $2,600 a year in property tax. So when you think about the services that residents require, if you think about a family living in that house who has kids who need to go to school, schools that the county pays for, who are families that are driving on the road and using the parks and using utilities and public service and trash pickup and all of those things, all of a sudden that $2,600 doesn't seem to really go that far. And we know that the services that residential requires cannot be paid for by the residential tax alone. And so we see an employer like Lilly being able to balance those scales. They come in with significant tax investment, and they don't require as many services. And so the tax investment that Lilly is making is the equivalent of over 3,000 homes. And I think we all know the impact that 3,000 new homes would have on the community. So we really see this industrial tax base as a way to offset the cost of residential development.
Finally this week, we're visiting the opening ceremonies of the 2022 NC Senior Games. In Cabarrus, events range from track and field to mini golf to silver arts competitions. After limited in-person competitions over the past 2 years, participation is high. We spoke to Ian Sweeney, Active Living and Parks Project and Events Manager, about the games and what people can expect to see from participants this year.
Well, today we had opening ceremonies for Cabarrus Senior Games 2022.
I declare the 2022 Cabarrus County Senior Games officially open.
Had a small performance from our Sparks cheerleading team. In 2020, we had to cancel the games and they moved completely virtual. In 2021, we had games in person, but they were restricted. But this year, we're back in a normal capacity.
It's exercise for a lot of us to be doing something instead of at the house not doing anything. So it's kind of active.
A few events today, including mini golf, softball throw, and the football throw. Just as important as the physical well-being is the mental well-being of the fellowship, of the competitive spirit. It can get contentious. So yeah, we're here for bragging rights, we're here to have a good time, but a lot of people are here to win.
Well, Marvin the trash talker.
He cheats and he helps them.
They compete, that's it. Don't care how old you are, they compete to win.
Barbara Long, 6064 gold. Congratulations.
What's great is there's something for everyone. Age, ability, there's something that you can enjoy or parts of each individual sport that you can take home, and that's going to improve your well-being. Most of the sports, it's functional fitness that translates and helps their well-being outside of the games.
If you'd like to see these athletes in action, get event schedules and other updates about senior living events at facebook.com/CabCoALP. Well, that's our show for this week. Thank you for joining us. As always, you can find more stories and updates by following us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Cabarrus County, or subscribing to our weekly newsletter. Just visit cabarruscounty.us and type newsletter in the search bar. And don't forget, you can watch all of our other programming on demand at youtube.com/CabarrusCounty. Like and subscribe to get all of our updates. Until next time, CabCo, take care.